Dumelang. Le kae? Welcome to today's lesson. As we already know, we are dealing with a module called Basic Functionalities of Productivity Software. We are dealing with the module called Basic Functionalities of Productivity Software. So, our learning unit for today is called Basic Functionalities of Presentation Software. The presentation software that we are going to be looking at is Microsoft Office PowerPoint. That's the presentation software that we are going to be looking at in today's lesson. Hopefully, you did your previous assignments, you did your class activities. In this module, the intention of this module is to equip you with the skills and the knowledge on how to formulate a presentation PowerPoint for you to be able to present your information or whatever you want to use it for. This is our intention with this module. PowerPoint is a program that you find within Microsoft Office, along with other programs you find within Microsoft Office that we previously covered and that we will continuously cover. So without any wasting of time and energy, let's get into today's lesson. You see this? This is a presentation. Look at these. You see? This is a presentation. And we are supposed to replicate every slide that you see here. There are nine slides. We are supposed to replicate everything that you see on the slide in our lesson today. That's why I said we will be dealing with a PowerPoint presentation. Do not despair. Relax. It might seem intimidating, but it's totally not. And it's the most easiest presentation one can ever make. It's the most easiest presentation one could ever make. So do not be intimidated. Like we previously covered when we did our basic navigations module. When we did our basic navigations module, we previously covered that and we spoke about we gave a brief description of what this software is for and what it is used for. So I will not be getting into that, but instead I'm showing you basic functionalities of this kind of a productivity software. That's our purpose. That is our purpose. So what do we do? We already have an open presentation. We will not be doing any copies and pasting, but we will do exactly. We will start everything from scratch. We're not supposed to do cutting and pasting. Take it in an instance whereby there's no template for you to cut and paste from. take it as if this, you are not looking at this, but you are supposed to create this presentation. You're not looking at it because you haven't yet started creating it. Therefore, it's non-existent. So you are supposed to make it and create it from scratch, so that this kind of a presentation is your final look. And with it being your final look, you would have passed your activity. It's like I said in the previous videos. Throughout these activities, do everything that you are looking at. I'm giving you instructions on how to do this, so that by the next time we are in class, when we do class activities, group activities, home activities, or even writing our exams, we are going to be applying this knowledge. We will be applying this knowledge throughout. So it's seriously crucial for you to understand everything. And I'm reiterating what I said. Consult, and finally consult. So let's look at this presentation. I don't know this language. I just downloaded this presentation. So let's try and find out what this language means. Because surely we can do so with Google Translate. Let's look for it. In doing this, we are but I'm not even sure which language this would be. Okay, let's enter it, and then the AI will detect the language for us, and then it will translate it. Because we're not sure which language this is, so I'm not going to be able to write it. To select the language here. It's Latin. Google detected that it's Latin. So this is our translated language. The customer is very important. The customer will be followed by the customer. As a yeast from a large as elephant. The whole valley takes up before the football casino. Diseases from pure pain. It's really fun to watch the cartoons just for the end. As homework, who needs a microphone? So that's what this text is saying. So clearly, for us to be able to translate because this is not English, so we're not going to be able to write this, but I will be coming to this, copying this text and then pasting it through Google Translate, and then take like this. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Let me show you. Since I did that here, let me show you. I did this here. So this is what's going to happen. And then I'm going to say copy, and then, but not on this presentation, but in the next. And we also need to understand what the head, particularly what this, but I think the heading is this. So just take it and then paste it here like this. You see, this is we just translated this document from Latin to English. See, so we will do this throughout the presentation. This was just a demonstration. We'll do this throughout the presentation. Now, let's look at the presentation now. We are firstly going to be creating our new presentation. Firstly going to be creating our new presentation. So we'll go on to File and then select New, and then select a blank presentation. Now that we selected a blank presentation, well, I will be minimizing this project so that we can review this project and then continue to do our edits throughout. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, what I just did is that I prefer removing this because I want to be able to enter my own text box. So in most cases, I just remove this. So what I do to remove this is that I'm going to select it, to click on it, then right click. You need to understand something. Let me show you something. You need to understand that for you to be able to move something, you need to have your pointer, your mouse pointer, like this. In this state, your mouse pointer, you're just going to click and then it's going to enable you to move. But if you don't do it, if you don't wait for it to be in, for example, if you want to move this text box with your pointer like this, it's not going to move. See, it's because you didn't select it. You need to select it by allowing your pointer to be in this state, and then after you just click on it, and then it's going to be to move smoothly. So I just click on it and then I press backspace on my computer. Let me show you the on-screen keyboard again, so that you see which backspace I am talking about. Again, I selected it. Now I want to delete it. I prefer cleaning this. Whole document. This is our backspace, and you just click on it. Okay, we first need to reselect it again, then backspace deletes it. But you don't really have to use this one here on screen keyboard. You can use your laptop or your desktop. And you just remove them. Now we have a clean, untouched page. What's going to happen is that we need to let's review that document. All right. Firstly, we need to understand that we need this picture. Okay, for every presentation that you will be making. Yes, for every presentation that you will be making, if you want to place pictures, you either will download them or you will insert them through your devices into your computer. Maybe having used your phone to shoot those pictures, then you're just going to insert them into your device. So that's so for us to be able to get this picture, for us to be able to put this picture, we need to get it. So like I said, you are either going to download them. What I did now is that I downloaded them, all of them, and here are they. Here are they. These are all the pictures. Unfortunately, I forgot. Okay, this is the picture that we are looking for here. So what's going to happen is that since we are creating this document from scratch, we are going to come to insert. And once you hit insert, you click pictures. Then it's going to enable you to access pictures, and then you just double click on the picture that you want, and then locate the picture wherever you want it to be. Let's look at its location and how it's sitting on the presentation. Okay, it's hitting the upper part like this. Yeah, it's hitting the upper part like this. It's hitting the upper part like this. So since it's hitting the upper part like this, we will need to insert okay, now we are moving on to this section. We are moving on to this section, or let's move on to this. Let's insert this text, and we will also still have to translate this into English so that we know what it means. So let's move on to inserting everything that is here. So we will insert, let's say insert, and then I would prefer you insert a text box, and then after hit format, and after hitting format, shape fill, then select the blue. I think this is the blue they used. This is the blue they used. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. We can still verify. We can still verify. Okay, it's not. This one is lighter. The one that we used is darker. So let's change the color to a more lighter blue. And this is text shape. Or it's here. Let's see. Let's compare. Okay, which one is this? Which color is this? Shape fill. Okay, it's this one. It's this one. Okay, let's see. Let's look for it. It's this one here. You see? It's this one. And where did they put it? Where did they put it? Right below his finger. They put it here. Right below his finger. Right. Okay, and so right here. And now we are inserting my mouse because I was working without having inserted the mouse. I was using the mouse pad, laptop mouse pad. So I see that it's going to take me a bit longer if I don't do this with the mouse. Now let's continue with let's see. Okay, we are looking for a white text box. You're going to say insert text box and then put it here and then format it into a fill shape. Let's say white. Then after, let's see the sizes, because we are supposed to replicate this accordingly. This one is too tall. Yeah, something like this. Now we need to understand which text this is. It's this text, the text that was used here. It's called, the text that was used here is called Cobble. If we want to make things easy for ourselves, we can just click on the text and then copy the text and then come to the presentation, then home, and then text box, then put it here and say about us, and then highlight on it, and then go on to home, and then paste the text, then hit enter. Then this is the box, this is the text, this is the exact text. You can check, see, this is the text. This is the text. The color of the text is not black, it's a bit grayish. So this is here. This here is where we change text color. And if we bring it all the way here, it's going to enable us to hit let's pin this table here, like this ribbon. Then let's go and find out the exact size. It's 60. Font size, it's 60. Font size is 60, so we'll use 60 here. Then what to do is to just type in 60, 60, and then hit enter. Then position it. It's bolded as well also. and if I want a bit up, then it's bolded. See? This is how we make it. Now we need to insert. Now we need to let me see something. I think I missed something here. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Did I? Okay, let's insert another text box and then shape fill it. We go on to format. Then once you okay, in order for you to insert a text box, you hit insert and then go on to text box here. See, it's written text box. Then click on text box and then you will see this arrow or whatever it's called. It's no longer once you hit text box, it's no longer a mouse pointer because you clicked on text box. It's now this arrow. This arrow is telling you that you clicked text box, and therefore you need to click anywhere you want the text box to be. So we're just going to click anywhere. We're clicking here. Now you see the text box is inserted, and then we are left with our mouse pointer here. Now we need to format this text box and then shape fill it with black color and then resize it. And as we resize it, we are going to bring it, to resize text, to resize boxes, you need to have, say for example, if you want to, let me show you something. When I brought it, it was like this, and then I took it and placed it here. And upon placing it here, I realized that it doesn't fit. This rectangular doesn't fit with this rectangular. Therefore, I stretched it by coming to this point, then stretched it. See? I stretched it. We still need the text in here. So we need to translate the text so that we understand what the text is saying. In translating, at least it minimizes the need for typing, because we are translating. It minimizes the need for typing. So you're going to come onto this text, copy it, and then go on to your Google Translate and then paste on it, then wait for it to translate. Now the text is translated. Now you take your text and then you copy it, then bring it to the table. No. I did my mother here. Now, remember, this text is black. If you put it here, it's not going to show. You see? Therefore, you need to change this color. You need to change this color to white, because even on that presentation, the text is white. Okay, the English version of the text is, but it's not. We just fitted it nice and we just fitted it. Now you're looking at, you see the working, the presentation is coming all right. The presentation is coming all right. You see the presentation is coming quite all right. We have something here in the footer. Let's fix on it. Then we're going to insert text box like I told you, and then I think it's this color. I think I saw this color somewhere here, but it's a bit lighter. You just have to understand what you're doing when you're dealing with PowerPoint. That's all. You just have to understand what you are doing when you're dealing with PowerPoint. Yeah, this is the one. This is the lighter one that we are seeing here. Let me show you. See this color here. We are seeing this color. And now, since we've put this color, let's continue to put these lines. I think there are three. There are three. 1, 2, 3. And this one, and we also have to put this as well. So let's continue with this presentation and go on to insert, also text box, and then format it with a red color, and then resize it to this. Is it red? Is it this red kind? No, it's not. I think it's a bit pink. So we need to change the color to pink, to a bit pinkish. So. And then if you don't see the color that you are looking for here, you just hit more colors. Then we're going to find what we are looking for. I think this is the color that we are looking for. Yeah, it's the one. It's the one. You see? It's the one. Now this line is a bit short. We need to increase it because this one comes all the way here. Halfway this. So let's increase it all the way here. Yeah, this is where. And now we are looking for this color. Even if we zoom on it, it will show us what we are working with. Oh, I started with the About Us page. I made a mistake by starting with the About Us page. But we are halfway. We've already started, so it's not a problem. We can always redo it. Let's first start by putting this let's start by putting this number. Let's start by putting this number first. It's number 2 because it's the second page. I'll bring it here. But see, you can always zoom on it. Zoom. And then to zoom, I zoomed here. Then just move it here like this. And then insert your text box again. Not here. Insert your text box again, then fill it with your color because that number has. Then we take it all the way to the number. We're taking it where it belongs. You see? I hope I'm not going too fast, but you can always pause this video again. You can always pause and then rewatch, pause and rewatch, pause and rewatch, pause and rewatch. So it's not going to be any issue for you. My speed should never be any issue for you. Okay? My speed should never be an issue for you. And now we're going to also insert yet again a text box. I saw a color, I saw this color. Format. I saw the text box with, let's make sure, this color here, this color here, this color here. This is the color I'm referring to. So it's not this one, it's definitely this one. Then you take it where it belongs. You take it where it belongs. See? This is what we are looking at. I'm zooming in on the presentation. I'm using my mouse wheel to scroll slowly. Yeah, this is what we are working with. Now all we have to do is write this. We're still going to insert a text box and then format it and fill it with white. And then we're going to bring it all the way there, because it belongs here. It doesn't belong anywhere else but here. It belongs here, right? I'm right, Muslim. Yes, I'm right. I'm right. Oh, so this line is a bit tall. Mine is longer. Mine is long. So we don't have to remove this. We can just slow it, shorten it, and then make this longer, and then shorten this one again so that it fits this shape, and then increase this one, and then voila. Now we have what we are looking for, and now what we need to do is to review back the presentation. Then we're going to be writing these. Firstly, we need to, okay, I think this is a logo. So the reason why I'm unable to click on it is because it's not a text, but it's a logo. But we will write it, don't worry. Just that I don't think we will get the correct font type. But we are going to write it. So let's write it. Let's insert it. Then it's what? It's tray research. It's a tray. It's a tray. Let's start with tray. And then if I remember well, but I think the text, this text is the same with this text is the same one with parking, with that about us page, with that about us text. I forgot its name. Let's remind ourselves. Cobral. So you can just click on it and then copy it. Then use our pointer to come here, and then click on Calibri and then paste it. Because I get it. Reason why this changed, it's because this font right here, this one, this about us font, and this tray are not the same fonts. So if we click on either, if we click on this one, it's going to give us the name of the font. If we click on this other one, it's going to give us the name of the font. So this is the reason why when we click on tray, it gives us this font name. So we need to remove this font name and paste the one that we want. You see? And then the coloring of this font is supposed to be this color, because it's this color. And then we need to insert again and write research, because it's tray research in small letters. But I also still believe that this text is the same with this one. So I'm just going to be keeping up with this text. See? Since we used it, it's going to appear in recently used fonts when you click on this down arrow, this drop down arrow. And then the color is not black, but I think it's more like this. And then the font size needs to be reduced so that we can put it, but it's not the same font. But what can I say? I don't know the font name. I don't know the font. I need to give it a bit of a space, like this. Like this. I think. Now let's review our presentation. What do you think? See, this is our presentation. This is what we are working with. This is what we are working with. Let's continue. Let's continue. We're not done. We're not done yet. Right. Since we made we need this text back. I'm avoiding typing because it's going to take longer. So what's going to happen is that, for example, I showed you how to copy and paste. You just copy this font as is. You just copy it, then copy, and then come and bring it to this. Then you just paste. Keep source formatting. We need to keep it as is. Now, this is our second page of the presentation. This is our second page. Our second page is completed. We just recreated it from scratch. Our second page is completed. Let's create the first page since we started with the second page. Now, what you do in order to get another slide, you just hit this option here, new slide. Then it appears. And since this is going to be our second, we can move it like this. You see, you just drag it and you move it. That's how you move them. And like I told you, these already delete. We are deleting these. Then now that we deleted them, we just come on to, let's review what we are required to do first. Okay, this is what we are required to do. This is what we are required to do to make things easier for you. To make things easier for you as you are presenting, as you are creating a presentation. To make things easier for you, come to this part. Then once you came to this part, or rather, let's delete this part. I want to show you something. Okay, let me first explain what I want to show you. You see this line, we already made it in our second presentation, this line. So we don't have to recreate it all over again. No, that's wasting time. We don't have to recreate it all over again. All we can do is just take it as it is. So, in order for you to be able to take it as it is, you're going to need to select them. Let me show you. Let me zoom in. Having selected this, you're going to click on your control button and hit it like this. See, it's telling me that I hit the control button. Now come to this part. Remember, these parts are separate. Then once you selected them all, then right click and then make it say group. Now once you grouped them, you're going to be able to move them as a collective, as opposed to if you didn't group them. If you didn't group them, you're not going to be able to. So we need to group them like this. Then you hit on your right mouse button and then you say group. Now, since we've already made it, we can just copy it and then paste it here. You see, we just pasted it and then now it's here. We don't have to make it from scratch. Now let's go look at the presentation. Now let's look at the presentation. Okay, this is the presentation. This is the presentation. So the picture, again, I told you that in order for you to have pictures, you need to take them or do whatever that you need those pictures. You're not going to be able to create pictures. You can create documents and presentations, but not pictures. See, now once we did this, we are almost halfway. We are almost done. Going to insert. To make a balloon, let's start with our blue. Let's start with our blue. This is our blue. Then put it where we will find it, because we are coming back for it. Definitely coming back for it. This is our blue. This is the correct blue. I don't think so. Yeah, it's this one. This is our blue. We put it as it. We put it like this. Then come on to insert our text box again, and then fill it with white because it's white. Okay, it's like this. Then I think this goes all the way, but it's a bit big and so ours is a bit slender. Then where do these hands come watching? Put it on somewhere here. So this tells us that our shapes are not correctly aligned. Then, yeah, this is what we are working with. You see? This is what we are working with. And now, the writing. Presentation title. We need to write our presentation title. presentation title. I just selected the text, then I'm going to apply this. And then since I made the mistake of typing it all in caps, just going to come here on our change case, then uppercase H. And then let's go and look at the font size. It's 60. Yeah, I was right. You see, it's 60. So we just you click here and then 60. Then font color, it's bolded and it's grayish. It's bolded, then it's grayish. I feel like this one is light. Yeah, I think it's this one. Now this is our presentation title, and now trade research. Like I said, since we wrote it, we don't have to remake it from scratch. We wrote it from our previous slide, so we just come to it because we're looking for this. We're looking for these words, so we're just going to select them. See, then we copy, so then we copy. Then we'll change the color when we get here. Where do we put it? Okay, below. Research below. It's supposed to be somewhere here. And this one is supposed to be in this color. Am I correct? Yeah. See, these are our 2 pages. Let's look at a page that has different elements for you to insert. The end goal here is to educate you in terms of putting different. I think I showed you this one. I don't want to make this video long, hence the reason. Yeah, I think we can make this one, because clearly this picture, this slide is the same as this one, these elements. So I've already shown you how to put in these elements. Now let's look at how to make a text like this. So that's why I'm saying let me use this slide, and it's going to be our 5th page. So this one, it does not have a page number, only this one starts with the page number, but this one doesn't have page number. So it's page, we are going to page 3, new slide, then you wrap them because we don't need them. You wrap them, and now let's go and look at what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to have something like this. So in order for us to have something like this, we firstly need to understand what we are getting into. So let's text box. It's written comparison. Comparison. And it's in Cobel. Comparison. Okay, my apologies for my wrong spelling. Then it's bolded like this. Then it's put somewhere here. Yeah, it's put like this. And now we need to translate this, like I showed you. Come into our, then this is our text. This is our text, and we are going to be using this text. So coming with our text here. Okay, clearly not supposed to be here. The Latin words are shorter than the English words. That's what I'm getting at. And we are always using this and this color. And here it's supposed to be 32. It's supposed to be 32, and here it's supposed to be 18. So 18 is fine. It's 18 here. Here it was supposed to be 32. Now let's look at what else we need. Okay, we need these two. So research, tray research. Judging by the looks of it, we are going to use this. I said copy it, then come and paste it here. Then once we paste it, we're going to say tray research, and then decrease the font, I think, to 25. Let's see, let's verify. Let us verify. Oh, it's 24. It's 24, not 25. 24. And now we're going to insert, and then our format, and then shape fill, and then the infamous blue. Then where does it start? Where does it end? Okay, it starts there and it ends there. This is our research, tray research. And now, what are we looking for next? This information. We need to have it translated. We need to have this information translated, and that's what I'm doing. I'm translating it from Latin to English. And now that we got it, you copy, and you come back here and then paste it like this, and then we need to select it all and then come back to this and this. And to insert the line, we're just going to press this right here. It's going to enable us to insert the line. Then just draw your line here. Choose your correct color, because I think I saw the line being light. So if it's light, it's not this color. So we need to change the line color to this. Yeah, this. Yeah, it's more like this color here. And now we need to do our competitive service. Competitive service, just hit your retrace, just hit your 3 research text, copy it, paste it with the same, and then bring it here. Then once you bring it here, I think you're going to have to now that it's here, say competitive service. See, this is our competitive service, and now we'll come back here to translate. If we were not translating, we would be typing. So it's a blessing in disguise that we are translating, because if I had to type, it was going to take very long. You see? See, and then you say, you hit, then paste it. And now you just copy this, because it's very simple, just that it's a bit intimidating. Don't let it intimidate you. Do not let it to intimidate you. See, this is our comparison. See, apart from that, everything else is sorted. Okay, let's do this page. Let's do this page. This page seems different than others. Looking at this section, to be precise. So let's do this page. Let's do this page, including these options. So this is going to be our last page, the page that we are going to be replicating. We just did 4 pages. When you're doing your own research, when you're doing your own presentation, you will know how many slides you want. I get right here, I'm just showing you how they are done. But apart from that, if you want your 20 slides, you'll do them based on these instructions here. You see? So let's do our final page so that we can close this lesson. So that we can close the lesson. Let's go and look at the picture. Okay, they're clapping hands. Insert picture. There's another way of doing this, of inserting pictures, apart from just doing the traditional way of coming here. Let me show you. You simply go onto your pictures folder, which in my case it's here, and then you click on it, then drag it all the way here, then you inserted the picture. That is point number 1. That's how you do it. Or if you want pictures from online, you have to go onto the internet and then search for whatever picture you want. And then after, let's say we want apples. You're doing a presentation about apples. Then you click on image. And after clicking on image, you click on the apple picture you want. Now that it's loaded, you click on the picture, you say right click, then copy image. The image is copied, you see. Then you come to your presentation, and then you put that image here and you paste it here like this. And now you have your image from the internet, you see. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So now my images, I had downloaded them from the presentation, this presentation, that the original presentation. I downloaded them. I took them from the original presentation and saved them for this presentation because I wanted to recreate something you had already seen. You understand? So let's go back to the image. This is the image, and how is it positioned? Okay, it's positioned exactly like this. And then we go on to we need to bring it all the way here. And then we need to be mindful of, we need to be mindful of this requirement. If you just click on paste, it's going to be exactly where it's supposed to be without you having to move it. And it will always act this way. Even this one is going to be exactly where you want, where you took it from. In the okay, this one I'm wrong. Apparently, it decided to act on its own. You don't have to retype everything. It's not necessary, since you had already made them. Since you had already made them, it's not an issue for you to just copy and paste to save your time. But if you had not made them, I would insist that you type. And here it says thank you. This thank you comes all the way here, and this one comes all the way here. See, this is our thank you. This is our thank you. Let's review it first. Yeah. Not bad. Now we're coming to this part here. This part, all you're going to do is you're going to insert the first and then write. What did they write? They wrote the name, so it's going to be your name, then select the text, white, make the text white, and then come on to shapes, then make it black like this. I think it starts where does it start? Okay, it's not black. We'll change the color, it's fine. It's not black. And then I get you have it here. Then come on to Home tab and then put it here. You see? Then if you want to change this font, this shape fill, you can make it to the color of the color that they used here. Yeah, let's stick with this one. And then you just copy this. How many boxes are there? 4. There are 4. You just copy this and paste it. See? Simple. Very, very simple. And now the final part. This final part. these final parts. Oh, also, but I showed you how to do this, so we're just going to focus here on these. Again, I showed you how to do this. The trick here is not to take long and make this video longer. You say insert where is that object? I think it's object. No. It's going to take us a bit longer in doing it like that. Usually what I usually do is go online, then just Google Head and Shoulder Okay, it's going to give me a bit of a hard time. Because now it's giving me these brands, and I'm not looking for this brand. This one of when I'm able to find it. Then you just take it like this. Then you copy it like this. Then you paste. There is a way, however, of doing it the proper way. Then let's crop. Oh, I didn't show you how to crop. So say for example, this picture, you don't want it to be this bigger. With this working, all you do is right click and then click on crop. Then you will be able to crop the picture like this. Crop the picture like this. And then after, you just resize it to the exact size you want it to be. See, just put it here, and then you do the rest. You do the same thing with the rest of them, and then you would have finished with your presentation. And I already showed you how to save it, how to save your work. Then you're done. This brings us to the end of the lesson. And I hope it was more informative, and I hope my instructions were as clear as intended. But I showed you, so all you have to do is recreate it, and then continue to recreate, and then you will be fine. Apart from that, this is me signing out.